So, hey guys, Marcel with another interview here, and we have the victorious Mithy from OG. They just won their game, and you played Alistar. People probably want to know why is Alistar such a contested pick right now, and what makes it like a top tier pick in your opinion? I mean, it has been your favorite champion for a while right now.
Yeah, it happens to be my favorite champion, but it's just the most broken support right now. He doesn't have a losing lane, and he is useful at every point of the game, and he's just broken right now. Like this champ is just too strong.
So, I mean, you have been people think that you're like the strategy behind OG and everything, and I think people just want to maybe have like a strategical approach or like thought process. What's, in your opinion, like the biggest strategical thing right now that separates like good teams from really great teams?
I mean, it's the little things that separate the good teams from the bad teams. The main, I mean, I'm counting ourselves, looking at other teams play. I don't count ourselves as a good team right now. So I think there's like, even if we are, I mean, there's different types of good and bad, right? But in general, the really, really good teams just do little mistakes and just make good strategic decisions on top of not making mistakes, and just like also predict what the opponent is going to do and play around it. So it's mostly about just finding the edge, and not giving the edge to your opponent. That just makes you win. So that's about it.
Okay, so lane swaps, of course, you guys have figured out everything at Worlds, and you have been playing a long time on that patch. What is different right now in lane swaps, and how do you approach it? Like, is there like maybe a very big thing that changed in terms of like the last patch, or is it still the same thing?
Small things changed. Basically all comes from the fact that the jungle experience is different now. There's lane swap, if anyone even tries to understand it, all the analysts, all the Twitter people that think they know anything, they don't. There's lane swaps keeps evolving every time, even if it was because of the jungle change or not. There's different types of lane swap. I don't think we have seen all of them, and I think that, for example, SKT just pulled a new one, a new lane swap that we haven't seen in this patch. I don't know, yesterday I think it was. Yeah. So it just keeps evolving, and there's different really decisions you can make. I think for us at Worlds, we were at the point where we didn't really say, okay, we lane swap, and this is our strategy in the lane swap. We just basically said, oh, it's a lane swap, okay, and then we just build it piece by piece, and whatever they do, we do this. Whatever they do, we do this. Like, as I said before, we don't want to give them the edge, and we want to get an edge. So there was no like specific game plan you plan before the game, like it is right now for some teams, or from you can tell. So basically, lane swaps are a very complicated thing.
Yeah, and of course, lane swaps are a complicated thing, but people want to know what was like the reason why OG had such a bad start. I mean, you guys started the 2 first weeks 1-3, and was it like less like maybe not enough practice, or do you think you had a bad read on the patch, or do you think strategically it just didn't click with PowerOfEvil? Like, what's the main difference between PowerOfEvil and xPeke 2 from a support perspective right now?
Okay, I'll answer both questions. Sure. So the first question, yeah, you're right in everything you said. We didn't practice enough we didn't have enough solo queue practice, so mechanically we were not good enough, or are not good enough. The time will tell about that. Strategically, we were not good enough. We didn't figure out the patch either. Communication-wise, we're still slacking completely. Like, we were mad cows when we were talking. I don't know what's going on. Like, we really have to fix this, but. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on right now. We are getting wins, so it's fine. But I was not surprised we went 1-3. At all. But this is it's a marathon, not a sprint, And the most important thing is getting everything tuned up for playoffs. And regarding your PowerOfEvil question, the main difference between both of them, from my perspective, and not as a perspective, just a teammate perspective, is I think PowerOfEvil is mechanically better than Peke. He manages to create more pressure in his lane a lot, and like he's just overall like, I mean, obviously the difference in pro play is very, very small, but I think PowerOfEvil has the edge mechanically on Peke. But I think Peke had things PowerOfEvil can learn from. Obviously, it's just like Peke was just experienced, right? So and we also had been playing with him for 1 year, so we didn't have to tell him where to move and what to do, because everything just was like it was just like a machine. You know, I would say play towards top side, and he would know exactly what to do. Whereas with PowerOfEvil, we have to guide him a bit more in scrims, and then from scrims he translates them into LCS, and so week by week he's becoming better, because the main difference between both of them is the fact that Peke knows a lot more about how to rotate and how to move around the map.
So last question, should Origen fans be worried about you, or are you gonna still be fine? I mean, you just said it's a marathon, not a sprint, and you guys getting better and better by week. What's your approach for the next weeks, and do you think you're gonna take the top spot back?
I think that I'll tell you a funny story, okay? Now that you're here.
All right.
Okay, so when I was playing with you, summer split, right? We got first on the summer split. Yeah. And everything was really nice, but we lost to Fnatic, and now we're in the LCS, and there's this big thing on the wall where it says summer split winners, Fnatic, not Lemon Dogs, because we just won the split, not the playoffs. Yeah. So I think Origen fans should take that into account and think that the playoffs is the important thing, and as long as we make top 6, we will try to give it our best and just support us all the way.
Yeah, thank you so much for that interview. Of course, we have more coverage coming out on theScore eSports.com. Make sure to check it out. Thank you so much.
Thanks.